What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy, Life. How y'all doing today? Try to get this thing situated and everything. On some stuff I want to check out. Let's see if y'all know about it. It's pretty funny to me. It's a funny video. Uh, Cracking, cracking. Try to see if I can pull this other stuff up. See if I can pull it up. Out there. What's cracking? What's cracking? Like, I'm on two different platforms right now, same night, but it is what it is. Trying to get this video going. How y'all doing today? So, oh, so much stuff. Understood. I want to check this out about this.
4-year-old child who was under the supervision of a swimming coach who would not allow parents to watch the training, who had these ridiculous rules to eliminate transparency. That 4-year-old died. We covered it. She was not charged. We called for charges as soon as this story became public, as soon as we knew about it. But there's an update. That swimming coach has been charged. This was in Burke County.
I'm sorry. What y'all think about that though? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think it's pretty crazy. I think hey, I mean, she deserved it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of messed up. You gonna just do the baby like that? As a 4-year old, you supposed to have no. Back to it though.
County. Let's put up the picture full mask. You're looking at a very sad situation. Burke County, Georgia. A swimming instructor has now been issued a warrant for her arrest for the drowning death of a 4-year-old under her care. Lexi Tunison has been charged with the June 14th, 2022 drowning of 4-year-old Israel Izzy Scott, who was under her care while taking swimming lessons. Now, I'm going to show you how the cover up started, how the authorities refused to do exactly what they are commissioned and sworn to do. And if it had not been for the outcry from the mother, local media, and people like you, this woman would have never faced the consequences of her negligence and crime. Here's the recap of the tragedy. So Israel was one of 10 children attending lessons being provided by the swimming coach. That day at a home in Hezbollah, according to police. This is a police report obtained by People. She told police she allowed the kids to take a lap across the pool in the shallow end, even encouraging them to put their heads underwater as much as they could, the document states. Israel, the 4-year-old, somehow ended up in the deep end just as the lesson was coming to a close, police said in the report. Now, keep in mind, somehow got into the deep end. Somehow is on the police report.
Cause she
So the instructor and the other students had already gotten out of the pool by that point, according to the narrative. She told police she did not notice the child was missing until her granddaughter, who was about to pull out the pool vacuum, noticed his left body at the bottom of the pool. You only have a handful of children to watch. You only have a handful of children to supervise. There were other adults connected to your family, supposedly, who were supposed to be there. You had a policy where parents could not stay and watch their own children during your instruction. There's more. This swimming coach immediately jumped back into the pool to pull out the child, according to the report. She, along with the parent, who also happened to be a registered nurse, administered CPR on the unconscious child. Police said the parent was there waiting for her child's lessons to begin. Now, imagine the irony and heartbreak. There's a parent who's waiting to put their child in the same program. And in front of them, they see neglect that is criminal in nature. The instructor did not allow parents to sit in on any of the sessions. This was a rule they had to sign. So Izzy's mother, Doria Scott, was waiting in her car while this happened. She then received the disturbing news. A lady comes and she knocks on my window, the mother says. I'm sitting in the car and she's like, come get your baby. And when she said that, she said it kind of rude like. Then I looked at her face and I just saw like tears in her eyes. So initially I knew something was wrong and I just started screaming. Let's put up the picture. You see, this is a human being, young, yes, child, precious, innocent. Deputies and EMS arrived quickly. They continued CPR until a pulse was established, but the child was not breathing on his own. According to the authorities, Israel was being transported by ambulance to a nearby hospital where he died. On June 15th, Israel's mother, Doria Scott, posted this emotional message on Facebook. She said, and I quote, "My heart has been ripped out of my chest. I can't believe that I will never see my baby boy again. Cherish every moment with your babies. Hug them tight because you never know. I would have never imagined that I would only get 4 years with my little man. My life would never be the same."
That's crazy.
We need justice for Izzy. We called for this from the beginning. We are continuing to stand by that call. On December 30th, Augusta Judicial Circuit DA Jarrett Williams announced that he has instructed the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to charge that swimming instructor for, get this, a misdemeanor charge of involuntary manslaughter. Izzy Scott is not a case. He is not a file on the desk, nor an article in the news. He is a child whose loss has broken the heart of our community. He is a symbol of how we should cherish our little ones and hold them tight. Good words from the Judicial Circuit DA. Weak ass charge. We are tired of your lip service. We want you to hold people accountable who should be held accountable. We're not asking you to create charges or violate the law. We're asking you to follow. Now imagine if this would have been a black instructor. There's a white child who died that day. And that black instructor had rules that did not allow parental support, that did not create a protocol for the establishment of safety, and chose to not follow whatever safety protocols are industry standard. You still think this is a low-level offense? After the DA's announcement, Izzy's father made this statement. Anytime you leave a child under the care of someone else and you don't get that child back the same way that you sent them off, then that person ultimately is responsible to whatever extent it may be. I agree. Let's put up this beautiful picture of Izzy. The Scott family has set up the Izzy Spencer Foundation that states our goal is to help raise awareness and change laws that will protect children against instructor-led drownings and more. We are determined that our sweet Izzy's death will not be in vain. Meanwhile, the instructor who lives in North Carolina was expected to return to Georgia to face the charge. It is not immediately clear if she has retained an attorney or not. All right. Um, there's an enhanced level of responsibility when you are in a position of trust. This has been worked out through not only statute, but also case law. You don't get in a position of more trust by violating trust. There should be a historical review of other dynamics that were violated before this even happened. That speaks to an enhanced, not only charge, but prosecution. That is not what's happening here. We're going to continue to stay on it, push for true justice, and advocate for better policies and laws. What are your thoughts?
What a precious little face. If this was legitimately an accident, this is a nightmare scenario. It's the worst case situation that no parent should ever have to go through. I'm so glad that there's finally some accountability here. I'm glad that this incident is finally being looked into. And I hope that this is just the beginning of an effort to prevent things like this from happening in the future. There should be some safeguards in place for things like this. That's not a crazy statement to make. The fact that parents weren't allowed in the swimming area makes no sense to me. When I was a kid taking swim lessons, my parents were there. All the other parents were there. I think we can all agree that we need to look after our children, not just as parents, as teachers, but also as members of the community, right? We're all responsible for these babies. And if the parents had been there, if reasonable safeguards had been in place, this simply would not have happened. And that's what's so devastating about all of this.
Completely concur. All right, we will continue to follow the story, provide updates as they come.
That's crazy. What y'all think about that? Matter of fact, let me make it easy. I'm trying to get to this stuff, and I ain't get it all the way. Mm-hmm. Where is it? I'm still here, y'all. I'm just trying to get this stuff figured out. Matter of fact, let me I got so many things pulled up. It's crazy. Let me get out of this YouTube now. What's the name of that one? No. Just HQ default. So let me see. We'll go back to this thing. I don't know what I'm about to do. I already know what I'm about to do. I gotta get it from somewhere else.